it's me again. Here we are. I'm out here at my pretty little table to talk to you guys again. Just got done at the vet office getting Biscuit and Bing Bong their last round of shots. They said that was it for the year. They're good. So they're very healthy. He didn't have any, thing to say about that. So all in all, just do the flea and tick prevention, heartworm prevention, and the regular, old song and dance for the next year. So that's good. Here we are with Bing Bong and Biscuit at the vet. They're getting some more shots that they needed, another round of shots, and just a general checkup to make sure they're still healthy and see what they're doing. What you think, Biscuit? Biscuit? What you think, baby? Yeah? Happy to be back at the good place? It's the good place where the good man picks you up. Yeah. They give you good things here. This kitty is not happy. It'll be over soon, baby. I'm gonna take you home. You tired, Sarah? I'm good. Yeah. I don't know what I'd do without Sarah to help me. Okay, this little woman had her medicine by mouth and her one last shot that she needed for the whole year, and she did great. She didn't get upset or barely flinch at all when they gave her the shot. And the medicine she didn't like right away in her mouth, but she still swallowed it. She took her medicine so well because she's a good girl. That's a good girl. She even trusted them enough to take a treat out of their hand when they were all done, tried to give her a treat. She hesitantly took it from them, and she's like, I guess I can trust you to feed me a treat. That was a good girl, Biscuit. You're such a good baby. I know. You want to go home. Yeah, we're going to go home. I promise. We're going to go home soon. So what they do for little lady?
She's got all of her shots and a waiter.
Yay.
We just got to put the topical preventative on her.
Yeah, the flea and tick stuff. Yeah. All right. So hopefully it said she's gained some weight because she seems heavier to me. She's not starving to death anymore. How much does she weigh?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Oh, you didn't see? All right, so we're back in the truck. Got the little two babies loaded up. They did so well. Biscuit needs to not eat any more food. You need to have regular meals, young lady, and not get extras, because they said you're 50 pounds and you don't need to be any more than 50 pounds. They need you to hold your weight at 50 pounds. So normal meals and no treats, no dessert. Let's go home. Also, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit and take a break out here. I needed a minute to step away, not because of frustration or anger or anything. I just needed a minute to breathe and come out and kind of recenter and refocus myself, because I think I got a little too ahead of myself. I think I got a little too excited. So I got such a boost of get it energy going, and when I get that way I have to physically grab myself and calm myself down and rein myself back in, because I want to go so fast and so hard at it, and it's not time yet. And so I had to give myself a shake there for a second and say, whoa, Angie, slow down, because I had some very exciting things happen today. It started out, I was all kind of not really bummed out, but I was kind of oh, that kind of sucks. I didn't expect Wes's back to be acting up like it is and his sciatica to be so bad. So I've lost my powerhouse partner. I've lost my strong man to come help me do things. And he's usually the braver one of the two of us, believe it or not. He's the people person and the outgoing person. And we were supposed to go speak to all these people today about places to set up, about that location problem we're having. So we wanted to start selling soon, and we have all these plants, and we're getting the inspection done this week, and we're going to have everything else ready to go, but no location to sell plants. So I'm like, where are we going to set up at? So we had two options left of places that we were going to go ask and talk to the owners and see about using their spot as a location to set up. And he was going to be the one to get out of the vehicle and go with me and hold my hand to do these scary, brave introductions and asking questions and trying to get their permission to set up in their parking lot kind of thing. And that's not going to happen now, because, I woke up this morning and I was like, well, crap, you can't go with me now. He can't ride in a vehicle. He barely made it to the ER riding in the passenger seat. His back just won't tolerate it. So I was like, what am I going to do now? But he was like, it's okay, baby. We will go talk to them. Just let my back get better. Just give me a few more days for the inflammation and swelling to go down. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be there to help you and everything, because I count on him for my support system, because believe it or not, I'm shy. I'm I'm really just more of an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. So it takes everything in me to go up to somebody to ask them things like that. And I count on him to be my bravery and be beside me, like hold my hand. But he assured me that we will get it done when he's better. So I was like, okay. So I let that go this morning. I was like, it's not going to get done today, maybe not even this week, but it's okay. Our preliminary sell dates that we're shooting for is March 17th and 18th anyway, so we're not there yet, we're not ready yet, so trying to whoa. And I was gonna make myself okay with it, right? Because I had to go get some goat feed, and so I went into town, and I was just thinking, you know, just in my head, just running through these things, and I had a moment of, you know, those moments where you tell yourself you can be brave for like 1 minute. If you can just have 1 minute of bravery, you can do anything. Just step outside yourself, throw caution to the wind, and just throw yourself out there for 1 minute. And after that 1 minute, you can go back to being scared and run away. But for that 1 minute, you have to jump in. Just don't think, just go do. Just run and do it. Okay, so I had one of those moments. I came to the caution light up at the top of our road. There was the corner store sitting right there. There were some cars in the parking lot, and I knew they were open. I was by myself, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I turned in real quick without thinking, put that thing in parks, and just ran up in there, and I was like, can I speak to the owner? Who owns this parking lot? And the lady there was only 3 people, 3 adults in the whole place. The lady got up from the table and she goes, they are. And she points to the other 2 people, and the owners were right there having breakfast. I had interrupted their breakfast. Oh, just my luck. So I just forged ahead, right? 60 seconds are not up yet. I forged ahead, and I was like, hi, I'm Angela Blair. And oh, sorry, that sun is getting me. I was like, I'm Angela Blair, and this is, you know, what we're trying to do, and this is the family business we're starting up, and we live down the road. And I did my whole spiel and asked them, could I pretty please use their parking lot and their space sometime in the very near future to do our launch of our plant sale. And they kind of went, oh yeah, I mean, like, we're trying to redo the parking lot, and they're trying to move some big trucks and stuff off of the parking lot and redo it a little bit and repave it over. But they said everything to the left side of our big area, left side of the parking lot where all of the cars pull in, they said, you can set up right there. You know, you're talking about a few tables and like a tent, a canopy. And I was like, yeah. And they said, yeah, you can do that. It'd be best to do it on a weekend, you know, and they told me the hours they prefer and everything. And I was just getting more and more excited and encouraged by the second. I was so happy. I was like, oh, thank goodness I didn't get completely shot down. That was such a relief. It was so good. So I got a yes. And then so I told them what we're looking at selling, you know, the kind of things that we're trying to bring to the community. We had a great conversation, got their contact info, and said, I'll be in touch with you really soon. Yeah. So that was a win. I like jumped for joy and screeched as I ran out to my truck. I was so happy. I called Wes and I said, guess what? Do you want some really good news that's going to make you happy? You're going to forget all about your back. You're going to be so happy. Let me tell you. So I told him the great news. And so then my day went on. And then as I had to take Biscuit and Bing Bong to their vet appointment, and Sarah was driving because she got her permit. Whoop, whoop. She has her official permit, and I can be in the front seat with her, and she's been driving me everywhere and chauffeuring me, which is very nice, by the way. Any of y'all who are waiting on your teenagers to get old enough to drive you around, it's very nice. It's not as scary or as nerve-wracking as you might think. You know, I've almost killed myself more often than she has almost killed me. So we're good. No whoopses yet. She drives really well. So she was driving me to the vet appointment. That appointment went great. We were headed back. And then coming through town, the second location that Wes and I had scouted as a possible location for selling our plants came up on the left side of the road, and I saw it. And I thought for a second. I was like, yes, I'm going to do it. I said, Sarah, pull in there, please. And so she put her blinker on, and she pulled into the parking lot and parked me. And I was like, she goes, Mom, what are we doing? And I was like, you see those people that have set up in this Shell station parking lot? Because it was a gas station parking lot. And I was like, you see those tables set up, and they're selling purses and dresses and perfume and like some random, thrift store items. And she's like, yeah, they're usually there a lot of days throughout the week. I was like, they are selling in this parking lot. So that means that the owners of this gas station are allowing them to sell in the parking lot. So Wes and I have been wondering if they would let us set up and sell in their parking lot. So I was like, I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to ask them myself if that would be something that they're interested in, because I've already got one yes today. I'm going for 2. And she was like, okay, Mom, good luck. She was like, full support. So went inside the gas station, asked the guy behind the counter, who I assume is the owner because he's the one who talked to me about it and gave me permission, and he said yes. And I got my second yes. I was stoked, y'all. I was so happy about this. I was brave twice, and it paid off twice. And he, told me the days he would prefer, the hours he would prefer that we show up. And I think the gas station's only going to be, he said, from 10 to 12. It's only going to be a short sale time, like a 2-hour window that we can set up and sell. But it's going to be either on a Friday or a Saturday. So it's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming and going. Hopefully we get a lot of customers. Hopefully we get seen by people. But the great thing is, so now we have 2 locations that are yes, and that we can schedule with them, have our sales, and that gives us plenty of time from now until March 17th and 18th. That gives us plenty of time to get our sign. We're going to order our vinyl sign for our sale. We have to shop for canopies. We got to price canopies, and we got to shop for a tent or a canopy of some sort. We already have the chairs. We already have the tables. Already have the plant trays and everything just ready to go. So yeah, I think we're solidifying the final details before we actually start making this a reality, and before our family business actually kicks off. And my heart is fluttering, and I'm so excited. I was ready to set it up for this weekend. I was like, can we do it this weekend? And Wes goes, whoa, 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 baby. I was doing that thing where I was just, I was ready to go, and I had to grab myself and say, whoa, Angie, whoa, whoa. I'm super motivated. I'm ready to take on the world, but I have got to step back for a minute. We have a plan. Let's stick to the plan. It's going to be wise to wait. I promise. It's going to help us get time to set up better if we wait. It's going to turn out better if we wait. We do have that possible itty bitty speck of a chance of a late frost. So also, we don't want to sell to customers this weekend, because if they buy our plants and then we have a really cold spell or a really bad frost, a really bad late frost, they lose their plants, and we possibly lose customers. They don't want to lose their plants, or they would have to come back to us and buy some more plants, and I would say, oh, I'm sorry, your plants died. We sold to you too early. And I don't want to sell plants to anybody too early and just have them die. That kind of set them up for failure, and I don't want to set anybody up for failure. So let's just wait. Let's do it the right way. Let's let all danger of frost pass, and then I can sell them some really good plants, and they can grow veggies and herbs and seasonal flowers. And I'm so excited to do this. I'm so excited, y'all. Oh, I've been just beside myself with just glee and happiness and a little bit of nervous, oh my gosh, are we really gonna do this? And Wes and I have been, as he can get up off the little bed that we have made for him in the living room, as he can move around just a little bit and I can ease him up a little and he wants to walk a little, I've walked him outside a few times as tolerated, and we just kind of look at things and plan out things. And we've been talking about what we're going to do with our garden space, how we're going to grow our veggies. And speaking of that, and right along with that, another good thing today, I got another load of mulch. I went out to the timber yard and they loaded me up again with another good load of mulch. So I am going to have to unload that myself, but that's okay. I have a tractor for a reason. I'm going to bust that bad boy out, and we are going to use the bucket to I'm going to rake the mulch into the bucket, and I'm going to use the bucket to just dump it on the spot where I want it. I'm going to distribute all that mulch. And then if I still have daylight, because the sun is kind of waning at the moment, it's about 5 o'clock, somewhere around there, so the sun is sinking behind the trees as we speak. But if I have enough time, then I will try to construct another potager bed of some sort. I'm going to figure out the dimensions and plan out the sides and try to put it together. The next one's going to be brick as well. It's also going to be the stone brick borders. I'm going to have some stone, some wood, and some metal or aluminum or whatever that raised bed is made of. Here. this blue one right here. So whatever that blue bed is made of, I don't know exactly what type of metal that is, but it's, you know, man-made raised bed and bought. So we are going to have some bought raised beds in this area, but we're also in this other big area over here, we're also going to have the long wooden beds that are going to be made out of those big wooden rails that we pulled out of our woods. So Wes is going to cut those as soon as his back is better and he can handle a chainsaw whenever he feels up to it. He's going to be able to cut the wood to length, and I'm going to make my long wooden beds. And then of course where Avery has her succulent bed way up there at the top in the corner, her succulent bed made of stone and brick, I'm going to have some more stone and brick beds in that corner. So it's going to have some stone, some wood, and some metal beds. And it's going to be, you know, a mixture. It's going to be different, but it's my potager and I can make it how I want it. So I'm going to have a mixture of different things. It's going to be a little different, a little quirky, a little intriguing, you know, just like me. It's going to reflect my personality. So yeah, and now I've got to start dreaming and thinking about arbors and beautiful things to add in here.